So I'm here in Australia, and this is a friend of mine's horse. She's a 2-year-old. She's done a really good job with her, and you know, for the most part she doesn't have too many problems, but this filly has a tendency to be a little bit pissy, you know, like a little bit pinnied, swish-tailed, that sort of thing. And so I thought I might kind of show you guys some stuff you can do to make sure it doesn't happen, or to make sure you can minimize it. I went to put this one's rug on, or as you say in America, blanket on last night, and noticed there are some little things that happened while I was putting that on that can change a lot of things. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that blanket off, or that rug off here in a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is wander in here. Now what I'd like to do is have her move over there. So that was good. Nothing wrong happened right there. I asked her to do something and she did it. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to make sure I can do is move her where I want her. Now I like that right there because I asked her to move over and she moved over and put her head there. Last night when I asked her to move over, if she couldn't have her head where she wanted it, when I asked her to move over, she turned around and stuck her head in that corner and turned the tail to me. So I'm going to see if I can get her to move her head over there. So to me that's much better already. Last night she was eating her grain, so that would have something to do with it. But so now I'm just going to take this off. Now right then, if she had moved over here, I would have stepped up there and put her back where she was. I don't want her telling me where she wants me and where she doesn't want me. So far we're not having any problems here. To me this is a bit of an improvement from last night. You know, the lady that owns it, last night I showed her how to go about that, and this morning when she fed her she did a little bit of it, so just that. But right now she hasn't pulled her face at me. Now I've been around this horse for probably 4 or 5 days now, and a lot of the interactions on the ground she's been pulling faces, okay, and it was just last night, you know, I made sure we were clear about stuff, and then the lady that owns her was clear about it this morning, and we haven't had any problems yet. So I mean this is a huge thing already. You haven't really seen anything because it hasn't really happened. So I'm taking that off. There is no problems. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to bait her a little bit. Yes, what I'm going to do is now right there, she wants to stick her head over this door. I'm going to tell her, you need to back off. And what I liked about that was when I asked her to back off, she backed off to where I told her to and didn't feel the need to be offended and go, over in the corner and sulk about it. So I'm going to take this bucket out of here, okay? I'm going to pretend I'm going to give her some grain. Okay, now normally, what I noticed last night was when I walked out here, she was just crowding this door, okay? What I don't like horses doing is leaning up against the door like that, and I'll show you why here in a second. I didn't like what she did right then. I told her to move over and she came towards me. The reason I don't like him crowding the door, she's better already today, is because if they're crowding the door, I guarantee you when that door opens, they're out of there, okay? I don't want them to think that if this door wasn't here, I'd be over there. I want them to think, you know, I want them to think here. I don't want them to be here and think there. See, that's a lot different. For me, now right there, see, she looked at that door and then she went, I don't need to go at that door. For me, that's quite a bit different already. But anyway, we didn't do much last night, but I think there's a huge difference today in her behaviour because she hasn't made that face. And this mare, all she's done for the last 4 days I've seen is make that face. So I'm going to bring this in here. I'm going to sit it down right there. And she's going to go straight over to it. Now let's say she was standing right there. I want to put her up. See that right there? I asked her to do something and she said no. I want to put her over there. Good, right there she just licked her lips. What she just licked her lips for is because I said I want you over there, and she said no, I don't want to. And I said, hey, if I ask for something I want to stick with it till I get it. So and she didn't pin her ears at me, that was good. So she's over there. I'm just going to put my hand under her head right here, see if I can get her to move over there. And once again that's better because she steps over and kind of moves her backside over that way. Last night she was, you know, like I said, if I moved her around she would go and hide her head in the corner. But anyway, I'm sorry I didn't get to show you anything right there, but you know, we worked on it once with some clarity and we've already fixed the problem, so I think that's a great deal better. Anyway, Hope that gives you something to think about. See you guys next time.